Good afternoon. I hope you're having a good Wednesday. It was now officially announced that there's a hostage deal which will take place and was signed, and there will be a press conference coming henceforth. And of course, like everyone, the emotions are so mixed. How could you look a parent in the eye whose kid's been in Gaza for over 400 days, in the worst, nearly 500 days, in the worst, most excruciating ways, suffering, and tell them it's not good? But we also know the truth, that what happened in Gilad Shalit when we gave up terrorists to get a hostage bag only encouraged more terrorism. And of course, one of the people we released, so many with blood on their hands, was Sinwar. And now we're going to release 30 or 45 terrorists with blood on their hands for every hostage we get back. This isn't a prisoner exchange. This is innocent people being released by letting out murderers and terrorists. There's something else too, that really the Israeli government is guilty, because for months now we've let our dear, beautiful soldiers, 20, 21, 22, 25, 30 reservists, be as sitting ducks in Gaza. We tie their hands. We don't let them do what they're supposed to. We don't let them finish the job. And at the same point, we allow them to be in danger's way. Just since Shabbos, we lost 9 IDF soldiers, young people with promising lives ahead, with children, with wives, with husbands. Why? Because they were going to do something in a building when they could have just destroyed the whole building. We risked their lives so we could tell the world who hates us, we could tell the world who doesn't care what we do, that we are protecting the civilians. So either go in, finish the job, or get out and get the hostages back. But don't let our sons and daughters be like sitting ducks in Gaza for months. We lost 400 soldiers since the ground war began. 400 young lives. Imagine. So it's a painful day from one side. It's a day that we know that the deal is not a good deal. But we also know that we're going to get hostages back, whose families and loved ones have been waiting for 500 days to get them. But I want to share a Torah thought with you. In this week's Torah portion, we read about Moses. We get introduced to Moses, the first leader of the Jewish people. And we get introduced to God meeting Moses at the burning bush and telling him, go to Pharaoh and tell him, let my people go. The commentaries tell us a lot of things about Moses when he was holding the little sheep and chasing it and carrying it to get it water, and God saw that compassion, and therefore God revealed himself to it. But those are all the commentaries in the Midrash. In the actual Bible, there are only 2 stories we find out, and the Torah tells us about Moses before God meets him at the burning bush. The first story is that Moses gets big, and he goes out, and he sees an Egyptian hitting a Jew, and he looks here and there, and he sees there's no person, and he hits him and kills him and buries him in the sand. The second story is Moses going out the second day and seeing one Jew hitting another Jew, and he says, wicked man, why would you hit your brother, your friend? And he says, you're here to tell us what to do? You think we don't know what happened yesterday? And Moses gets worried that the story has been revealed, and he flees Egypt from Pharaoh trying to kill him. But there's 2 things I wanted to share here. These 2 stories tell us what it means to be a Jewish leader and what the Jewish people need more than ever. The first story, Moses looks here and there, and he sees there's no one there. But the next day someone found out about the story, so obviously there were people there. So what does it mean he looks here and there? So the commentary says Moses saw a Jew being beat, Vayifen koi v'koi. He looks here and there, and he sees there's nobody standing up for the Jew. There's no one voicing outrage that this Jew is being beat. Vayar ki ein ish. There's no one standing up. What does ethics of our fathers tell us? B'makom she'ein ish tishtadel liot ish. When there's no person there who's ready to be a person, a man, and stand up, you have to be the person. That's the first thing of leadership. Moses doesn't wait. He gets up and he protects his Jewish brother. But then there's the second part, the painful part of Jews infighting. And Moses is pained to see one brother hitting another brother. And he says, Lama sakareyecha. We have so many people that hate us, that want to kill us, that want to annihilate us. Why are we hitting each other? Those are the two things. We have to be leaders like Moses and stand up and look and see when there's no one else speaking up for the Jew, when there's no one else speaking up for the person being beat. Stand up and let your voice be heard. And secondly, we have to fight against Jewish infighting. We have to create Jewish unity and bring Jews together. It's not easy, but we have to do it. Have an awesome day.